The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
Look, we're really bullish on copper, of course, particularly copper in the US. We're now a junior producer. We hope to get some sort of re-rating next year on being a producer. So if we kind of put that together with getting this drill rig on the ground and getting that big Gunnison project moving forward, that honestly, that's where the big value is.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Stephen Tyrwold. He is the CEO of Gunnison Copper Corp. And Stephen, it's good to see you again. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you, Steve.
So news out from the company talking about the plan to raise about $15 million in total. First off, just talk to me about the reasoning about the timing of this announcement.
Yeah, look, we're excited about the results from this HVA program we were just doing, particularly the mineral sorting. And so two things sort of coincided at the same time. We had a lot of demand in the market for people interested in, putting some money into the company. And at the same time, we really want to move this pre-feasibility study forward. So with those really positive results from that mineral sorting and some of the other programs, we put the two together and said, look, let's take the money and let's get moving on this pre-feasibility study.
Yeah, so this money will allow you to do a lot of work, drilling, testing, permitting. There's a lot of things that have to go into that pre-feasibility study. So this will now allow you to get all that work done?
No, we won't get it all done. I mean, some of the money will be allocated, towards some corporate G&A and some other costs like that. What it's going to do is start the big ticket items, like start the drill rig on the ground, starting collecting that data. That's what takes the time. You need those samples to get them into the metallurgical lab, as quickly as you can to get results as soon as you can.
And I guess where the pricing is right now, it's important to get this type of work done now and really sort of feed into where the pricing may go in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're really bullish on copper, of course, particularly copper in the US. We're now a junior producer. We hope to get some sort of re-rating next year on being a producer. So if we kind of put that together with getting this drill rig on the ground and getting that big Gunnison project moving forward, that honestly, that's where the big value is. And so the sooner we can deliver that value to the shareholders, the better.
Yeah, you mentioned you're getting a lot of calls inbound about the project specifically and about other things that are going on as well. What sort of work, what are you telling those people that are calling in about where you are right now, but really where the company needs to get to?
Yeah, look, they see enormous value, pent-up value in the company and the assets. And so they're really keen for us to kind of release that value. So the big value release is really going to be that pre-feasibility study. So, most of the inbound are like, when are you going to get moving on that? When are you going to start drilling? When are we going to see some results from the pre-feasibility study? And we want to deliver that as soon as we can.
And Stephen, you're expecting a pretty quick close on this. It sounds like you had a lot of interest before you even announced it.
We did. And then, look, I don't know we won't close this week. It'll probably be the week after. But things are going well, so yeah, close soon.
All right, you're in good position. Stephen, thanks so much. Good update, and we look forward to talking again soon.
All right, thanks, Steve. Great.
All right,
bye.
Stephen Tyrwold, the CEO of Gunnison Copper Corp.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.